Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
Fat guy on a little quad. Fat guy on a little quad. Hey, if you don't hurry, this one's going to be mine. It's Cycle Search 2023, your opportunity to win not one, but two great off-road vehicles with Mix 96 FM and all of Total Media. You don't want to miss out on it.
It's something you and your buddies can take home and race.
The Jackson County Fair Board, in conjunction with Total Media, proudly present Neil McCoy. Neil McCoy. Saturday, July 15th at the Jackson County Fair. VIP track access seats now available for only $30, which includes admission to the fair. Get tickets now at JacksonCooHfair.com or at the Total Media Studios in Jackson.
Good morning, everyone. We had to stop having these off-air conversations. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV. Of course, Jennifer here to start off your, what is this, Thursday already? Yep. My goodness, Thursday morning. And we have some of our really good friends from the Jackson County Health Department here. We're going to talk about, well, a lot of things, some good, some bad, all, but we don't care. We're going to talk about it anyway, right? Right. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day out. So whenever this show's over, get out and about and enjoy some great weather. I got my first sunburn of the year. Jamie's making fun of me. I'm like, you would have thought that, in 40 some years on this planet that I would have learned about sunscreen, but I didn't realize, I guess, how pale I am, but that's a whole other story. So welcome, girls, and we're so happy to have you here. And if you would tell our viewers who you are.
My name's Kara Dahl. I work with the Tobacco Cessation and the Harm Reduction Program.
At the Health Department?
At the Health Department,
okay.
Yes.
And my name's Stacey Mercer. I'm the Harm Reduction Coordinator at the Health Department.
Okay, and you guys just both mentioned harm reduction, and I'm sure that most of our viewers are like, huh? What did they just say? So, but you guys are here to talk about several different things. So how would you like to start? What would you like to start about first?
I think our harm reduction is has a lot of information and a lot of things that need to be talked about more so.
Okay. Well, let's get out there and start talking then. Tell our viewers, what it is and how they can participate and all that as well.
Our harm reduction program includes naloxone, which I've been doing for about 4 years now. And it also expanded last April into a syringe exchange service and healthcare and counseling, and we try to encompass everything that somebody that is falling on hard times might need. So every Thursday from 4:30 to 7, we have a nurse practitioner on site and nurses that can administer vaccines, whether it's COVID or hepatitis, any vaccines you might need. They do take your vital signs, of course, and then they can provide general health care for whatever you need, whether it's wound care or, anything. If you've got an infection, ear infection, they can prescribe antibiotics. So that's one part of it. And then on our side of it, we provide naloxone And then we also provide clean syringes. And your first visit, you can get 30 syringes. But then after your very first visit, it's a 1-for-1 exchange, because part of our goal is to keep used syringes off the streets.
Sure.
We do not want those laying around for people or children, anybody,
Yes.
to get injured with. So they have to return the used ones to get new ones. Secondly, if people are provided their own personal supply of syringes, they're not sharing with somebody else, and they're not spreading hepatitis or HIV or any other bloodborne pathogens that they may run across. So we offer that, and we also offer like clean use supplies, like sterile water, and little cotton pellets to filter the drugs so they don't inject something that might be harmful other than the drug. But
Yeah, that sounds a little strange, doesn't it?
but like the black tar heroin is very nasty, and it has chunks of stuff in it, and that can stop your heart or whatever. And so we want people to be, if they're going to do it, we want them to be safe. But while they're in there with us getting supplies, there is also a counselor sitting right there.
Okay.
And so we talk about recovery programs, recovery options, and that's our end goal, is
Yes.
our people's health. So we want them to get on the road to recovery.
Sure.
So that's our main goal in all of this. And then we also offer some comfort items, if you want to talk about those, Kara.
Yeah, we definitely want to provide for every need. So we provide them with socks. Since it's been cold, we gave them blankets, backpacks full of food, water, blankets, hats, gloves, scarves, hand warmers, anything we could think of that they could possibly need outside of what they're asking us for.
Hygiene supplies.
Yeah, we do hygiene supplies. We give them toothbrush, toothpaste. When they first come in, they get a box to actually transport their used syringes back to us, so they're not worried about us getting poked or them getting poked on their way back
smart.
unintentionally. And in that bag, they get, like I said, the toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, shave gel, a razor. We give out condoms because they don't want to grab them off the table. They get a little embarrassed about that. So we throw them in the bag so they have them.
Smart. Very good. So I'm sure that there are a lot of people watching this program today going, what are these girls even talking about? Like, what? This is blowing my mind that that this is a thing. So let's back up for a minute and talk about, the fact that there is a drug problem and there is a homelessness problem everywhere, all over the world, but certainly right here in our area, in our backyards. And you can either choose, this is my opinion, you can either choose to stick your head in the sand and pretend it isn't happening, or you can be part of the solution.
Yep, that's exactly. I didn't realize even how big our homeless population was until we started doing this. And there are people coming in with every belonging they have in a backpack on their back that we provided to them. And, they walk to get to us, and you can just tell that, and some of them even tell us, we live in a homeless camp. And some of our community healthcare workers have went out and visited these camps. You don't see them, so you don't know that they're there, but trust me, they're there in Wellston, Jackson. They're everywhere. They're not just in big cities or whatever. We have the same thing right here. We just don't see it.
Well, because they're very good at hiding.
They are.
I mean, they want to stay off the grid.
Yeah,
It makes
they're
total
embarrassed.
sense. Sure.
The people that come to see us even say, we had a new participant last week come in and say, I was so embarrassed to come here. And, I was like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. We're here to help. We want to help you in any way we can.
Yeah.
So, they're embarrassed about being homeless. They're embarrassed about being addicted to drugs. So, it's hard for them to come to us, but they're out there.
Well, and the ironic thing about that is coming to see you all should be their, happy place, their shelter, their home, knowing that they would be taken care of. So we need to get that stigma, pushed to the side too. But you understand why people are proud.
Right.
And you don't, a lot of this goes hand in hand. So I assume drug use, homelessness, some of that, but you don't have to be a drug user to be homeless or whatever. I mean, circumstances happen. So, again, the health department's a great place to turn though.
Yeah. And they can come to our clinics and not exchange syringes. They can get naloxone, or they can get the hygiene supplies and the food. It's not just for a syringe exchange. It's harm reduction, whether it's harm from the cold, harm from being hungry. It's a harm reduction. It's not just for people who use drugs.
And I'm glad that you brought that up, because it's a whole, lot of other things as well. So naloxone, let's talk about that for a minute. There may be people going, I have no idea what that even means. Could you tell people what it is and why it's important?
Yeah, naloxone, or most people know it as Narcan. It's just it's like the trade name for it.
Kind of like Frisbee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So naloxone is just Narcan. We pass it out for absolutely free. You can actually get it online. If you go to our website, you watch a video training, and we'll mail it to you completely free, or you can come to the health department or our harm reduction clinic to get it. And Narcan or naloxone is a opioid reversal drug. So if you see somebody overdosing, you can give that to them and it will bring them out of it. But of course, you need to call 911. They need to go to the hospital to be monitored after you give that drug or the medication to them.
Absolutely. And it's a very fairly easy drug to administer. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't feel comfortable. It's just like a shot up the nose, right? Like you just squirt it up the nose.
Just super simple. You open up your package. It's just put a finger on each side and a thumb on the depressor.
If you ever use nose spray, you're in good shape. Like,
there you go.
Right? Like it's as simple as that to save someone's life. Yep. So then you hear the old, well, why would I do that? If they're overdosing, they deserve to die, or they deserve what they get, or whatever. What would you say to that?
I would say that they are people too. They are somebody's mother, they are somebody's brother, they're somebody's son or daughter. And these people that come to our harm reduction, they are some of the most polite, respectable people I've ever met. And it's amazing to see, because everybody paints this negative picture of people that are addicted, and it's not the case at all. They're super nice. A lot of them, work and everything, but they just have an issue that they just can't address, and they need help with that, and that's what we're there for.
Love that. So yeah, I mean, it's the same as anything else. Sometimes we eat too much, or sometimes we, drink too much, or we do whatever. Sometimes somebody doesn't use drugs properly and they need help. And, that's what that's for. It seems to me like everybody should carry that around because of, I mean, there's any number of circumstances where you might run into somebody. What if a child gets hold of a drug or something?
Narcan or naloxone.
Why not having that in your purse? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, just, you could save someone's life.
Yeah, a child and the law enforcement's drug sniffing dogs, if they sniff like fentanyl powder, they can give their dogs Narcan. So,
there you go. Okay, I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the same dose is safe for children, your pets, you. And I mean, if you realize that you've encountered a substance, say you're trying to help somebody.
Yeah.
And they have fentanyl on them, and you touch them or you try to do rescue breaths, and you get the substance on you, you can Narcan yourself. So
Okay.
always save one dose for you, because you never know when you're going to accidentally get stuck by a needle or get touch the substance or get it in your eyes or mouth, and then you can reverse it yourself and call for help.
You know that there's the majority of people out there going, are you kidding me? That's never going to happen to me. Like, I do not put myself in situations where, that would ever happen. Well, you know what? There's creepy people out there. I've heard cases of creeps going into bars and putting drops of fentanyl on the bar top and messing with people. And you never know out there anymore. There's a lot of sick individuals out there. And, it's not a bad thing to have. Why not?
Right.
It's like having an EpiPen or something.
Yeah.
It's like, why not?
Yeah, and it's free of charge.
All overdoses don't look the same. We share a story each time we do our training. You have a little lady that needs pain pills, so she takes her pain pill when she gets up. And then she gets to moving around, getting ready, and she's thinking, man, I'm hurting. And she takes another one. And then she's like, got all of her stuff rounded up, and she's like, well, I have a really long day ahead. I better take another one. Or she's forgotten that she's taken it and takes
and that's
more.
another thing, too. People that just forget.
Yeah. So she could be out and about, walking around Walmart and overdose, and if nobody has anything, nobody can help her right then and there. So it's best to have it just in case.
Okay.
Well, and
makes total sense.
You see a 70-year-old little lady passed out. Most people aren't thinking she's overdosed on drugs. They're thinking
Correct.
Heart attack or stroke or something like that. But it could very well be an opioid overdose. And so it's always better to give Narcan first.
Because it doesn't really harm you. Like it doesn't do anything really bad.
It doesn't antagonize other conditions.
Yeah.
Say you have had a heart attack or a stroke. It's not going to make that worse. It's not going to affect the person at all, really, unless they do have opioids in their system. And then it could cause a slight withdrawal, which, it might make them nauseated or...
Hey, that's better than dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, and if they are, truly addicted to opioids and you give it, it could cause a severe withdrawal. But still, that's better
Than dead.
Being dead,
Yes.
Yeah, and it's always better to give it immediately because it can reverse the effects of opioids, but it can't reverse death. So don't wait and think,
okay,
oh, let's see, we're not sure. Give it because if you wait too long,
okay,
it may not be effective at that
gotcha.
point.
Like that's probably your first resort then.
Yeah,
And again, it's not going to hurt, so why not?
exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you girls are here today and talking about this because I think that it's just a subject that a lot of people, like I said, stick their head in the sand about or don't want to talk about it or, and if you haven't, personally been affected by somebody that's addicted to drugs or whatever, you don't understand all the ramifications of it. But you also have to think about that human being and the torment that they're living every day. And maybe, just maybe, coming to your clinics, they might seek some help.
Yep. That's what
And
we
decide to get that help.
Our total end goal here is to get everybody help.
Yep. We partner with Hopewell. They're the ones that provide our counselors that are there every Thursday.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, a big thanks to them.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm sure that there are a lot of people saying, well, they're just encouraging people to do drugs.
No.
Because they're giving them needles and whatever. I've heard that a million times.
Right, but
what would you say to that?
I say, do you think that somebody wakes up on Thursday morning and says, the health department's giving out free needles. I think I'll start using heroin. Let's go.
Anyone have any black tar that I can get hold of today? I think I'm just going to start putting needles in my arm for fun.
That's not how it works.
No.
The people that seek us out are people who are already using drugs. And you've got to stop and think, if they're coming to us, that's the first step in them
Yes.
realizing that there is an issue.
Yeah.
And that they are choosing to be safer because they are coming to us. So that's the first step of recovery, is realizing there's an issue.
Yeah,
So
for sure. And you guys can be their sanctuary, you know, while they're figuring it all out.
And they do talk to us, and they do treat us like friends. We had a couple people that came religiously every week, and the older person would come in and say, "There's my girls," every week, and he was an older gentleman, and he passed recently, not related to drugs. It was a total different issue, but the other person still comes and still talks to us.
And if we're not in our right spot, he'll go, "You don't work that spot. You're not where you're supposed to be."
They get to know us, and and we get to know them. And if they don't show up, we worry about them.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, at least you have your eyes on the folks.
Right. Right. And we see them, once a week, so we can tell if they've gotten skinnier, or they look pale, or they look jaundiced, or we lay eyes on them, and then if we notice something, we'll take them over to the nurse practitioner that's there. So,
Very good.
We know what they look like, and so we can assess them just by laying eyes on them, because we're both RNs, we're both registered nurses.
Sure. And that's wonderful. Okay, so, you don't have to be on heroin to be an addict.
No.
And we talked about this off the show. You can be addicted to a lot of things: shopping, eating,
Food.
alcohol, any gambling, any number of things. And so that's kind of another aspect of, what you wanted to talk about, I think, today too.
We started supporting the Ohio Tobacco Quit line, and it's a free resource for all Ohioans. You just call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. And there's counselors there 24/7 ready to talk to you and help you. And if you attend all your scheduled sessions with them, you can get nicotine replacement therapy, like the lozenges or the patches or anything like that, for free, sent to your door, as long as you attend your sessions.
So here's the thing. Just because something's legal doesn't make it, not healthy or not addictive. This is somebody that owns a brewery, by the way, and I'm the first to admit, it's a thing. People, any good thing can become bad. The internet, all of it, so you just have to treat things, in moderation. But smoking to me seems like, I've talked with people who have just been like, I could quit anything. I am so hard-headed and I cannot quit smoking. It seems to me like one of the most addictive things out there.
And I think we use it as a crutch sometimes. Our mental health, if we're stressed, it's like, that cigarette will make me feel better, or anything like that.
Yeah.
But what they don't realize is then that crutch becomes something that they have to have, and they plan their whole life around it. Like, well, I'm going here, so I need to smoke that this time, and then I need to, create a break to go smoke again. Like, they plan their whole lives around this.
Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, it adds more stress to them and makes them smoke more. It's a vicious cycle.
It is a vicious cycle. And let's just be honest, cigarettes are not cheap.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
I know, they're ridiculous.
I can't believe how expensive it is. So that's a whole other side of it.
If you're already having money struggles and you're a smoker, it's just going to add, it just keeps that stress on going.
Yes, all of that. So, what do people do if they need help to stop quitting smoking, for example, but other things as well? Obviously, they can come Thursday nights.
Yeah, they can come Thursday nights. That quit line, like I said, counselors.
Is it really helpful?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's anytime they schedule sessions with you. But if you're having a hard day, you can call them and talk to them. And then, of course, me at the health department, just come see me. My name's Kara, and I can help you I can refer to the quit line, or Kim, our nurse practitioner.
Okay.
Can. The best thing to do if you want to quit, make sure you have a good support system and set a day and stick to that day. Like, I'm quitting today, Thursday.
Yeah. Don't
buy
set it
anymore.
2 weeks from now because it's
Yeah.
never going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be in like the next 12 hours. I'm going to quit.
Yeah, if you delay, you're going to be like, oh, well, I only have one left, so I better buy me another pack. And
Yeah,
it
and
just
then
keeps
so
on
on and
going.
so forth. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, just set a day and stick to that day. Make sure you have a good support system. Pick another hobby, like going to the gym, like work out instead of smoking, or
Yeah.
take a walk, or cook, get into cooking, find healthier alternatives.
Love
Just-
that.
Yeah, just
Or
pick it.
painting or
Yeah, anything to kind of distract yourself from it.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. I mean, it's like you got to play games with yourself, right? To just keep yourself occupied and
distracted.
a lot of I know because a lot of smoking is something to do with your hands. I've had a lot of people tell me that. I don't smoke, but I've heard a lot of people tell me that. So, learn to like do something with your hands, crochet, knit, do something that keeps your hands occupied too.
Yeah.
But there's also this chemical addiction, right? So
Yeah, the nicotine, that's what you get addicted to in it. And they put flavoring in them also. So you're like, it doesn't taste so bad. And menthol, and I don't even know what other flavors they have.
The vapes have
So-
lots
The
of
vapes are-
flavors.
let's talk about that for a minute because that's a whole new
Yeah.
problem out there. And I apologize if you own a vape store. I not knocking you, like I get that, but like that's a whole other thing that people are doing now, and it's okay because I'm not
Smoking a
I'm
cigarette.
not smoking.
Yeah. It's just as dangerous, just as addictive, and they get you with the flavorings like cotton
Blueberry
candy.
and- yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They get the kids. They're targeting our children with that.
With those
'Cause
flavors.
Yeah. And then they make the actual vapes look like USB things that they would carry for school. So
Sure.
you wouldn't even know that they had a vape or anything like that. They can hide it easily.
And it used to be the old smoking in the bathroom situation. You got caught because it smelled.
right. Vapes
You
don't.
just
Not
smell it
anymore.
like you're spraying perfume.
Yeah.
You can hide it really well.
Yeah. And then there's other things you can put in your vapes.
That
Yes.
circles back to harm reduction.
Yes, it circles back to harm reduction. So these girls are here for you at the health department. They are amazing at what they do. Let them be your sanctuary if you need help. That's, you guys are caring and you're there to help people. And that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, and even if it's not on Thursday,
Yeah.
if you need us, one of us will be at the health department Monday through Friday.
Okay. So either call, show up.
Yep.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't care who you are. Don't be embarrassed. Just come to the health department. You all offer so many services. I think so many people don't know what you
Yeah.
do. So I'm so glad that you were here today to talk about this.
Yeah, and we do, if you follow our Facebook page, we do what's called Education Tuesday. And we'll share, like we just did a post about TB and what it is
Oh.
and how to get tested and things like that. We talk about harm reduction and all of our other programs that are offered through the health department.
So I'll tell on myself. I had called Gary Radabaugh about, I had a septic system question. He goes, have you ever looked at our website? I said, no. And he was like, Jennifer, if you would just get on the website and read some stuff, you would have had all your questions answered. He's like, don't mind talking to you, but still. And so it's a really good resource. Your Facebook page, your website tells a whole lot of stuff. So shame on me for not going there first as well. So I will tell on myself there. All right. Well, girls, thank you so much for stopping by. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our viewers before we let you get out of here?
Come see us tonight,
Yeah.
4:30 to 7.
That's right. And if you have any questions, you just want to talk, that's cool too.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. Just come on
Absolutely.
in the Jackson County Health Department, right across from, or like right beside the courthouse here in
Yes.
Jackson. So you can't miss it. Big building.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, girls, thank you for stopping by. Come back and see us anytime.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. All right. Let's head to the weather forecast. And we have some other guests waiting in the wings here to talk with us. And we're excited about that. They're going to talk to you about food. And we like to talk about food here. But let's talk about the weather for a moment, because look at that. Man, oh man, could we have any prettier weather? It is going to be sunshine all day today, highs of 82 degrees, lows of 52. For tomorrow, on your Friday, a little bit of chance of rain coming in the forecast, but that's okay. Highs still around 75 degrees. Saturday, small chance of rain in the forecast, but highs back up to 79. And then Sunday, down around 72. So not too bad for the middle of April. We'll take it. And that is a good thing. Well, my goodness, we have lots of guests here today. Welcome. Here, we'll pull that over to you. Yeah. Wow, they made that tall, didn't they? They must think you're a giant. No, welcome to the show, guys. And you are obviously here to talk about Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, what?
Cub Scouts.
Cub Scout. We're putting our Cub Scout hat on today,
so
right?
Today is, I was about to say, it's been just a little over a month since we were last here.
Yeah.
We were promoting the spaghetti dinner and auction last time, which was very successful, by the way. Thank you all for your support as well on that.
Of course.
But today we're here to talk about Cub Scouts, specifically for Wellston's Pack 58s.
Okay, very good. And first off, would y'all introduce yourselves? Get you talking a little bit.
Introduce yourself, Case.
Hi, tell everyone your name.
Case Merrick.
Okay, and what grade are you in?
Third grade.
In the third grade?
Yeah.
He's very low smoking.
Yes. That's until he gets unshot.
Until he's not.
Yeah. What rank are you working on?
A bear, right?
Yeah, bear.
Yeah, he's a Bear Scout. And then I'm Jamie Stabler, and I'm the Wolf Den Leader.
Okay.
And then today I'm the Cub Master for Pack 58. My name is Steven Johnston.
Yep, that's exactly right. So Stabler, I know that name. Okay. Son of John, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, I could see that.
The eldest.
The eldest son of John.
And
okay.
we had the middle one on last time.
Yeah.
Yep. You all have just such pretty hair.
Thank you.
Is it like a big old, do you have like bulk shampoo and conditioner at your house, or and then do you have like hair wars, like, look, my hair's silkier today than yours?
No, we don't really fight over our hair.
Oh, okay. Just checking. I could see that though, because it's all super pretty.
Every one of them, yes.
I know, right? Okay, so you guys are here to talk about something coming up, a great fundraiser this coming weekend or this coming Saturday.
Yes.
For not the Boy Scouts per se, because that was the spaghetti dinner, but the Cub Scouts.
This is for the Cub Scouts. Cub Scouts is from kindergarten through 6th grade.
Okay.
They're the ones that they start to learn about nature and the outdoors, and we teach them slowly. And by the time they get into Webelos and Era of Light, they're ready to start learning on their own, and then they transition to the troop.
Very good. So you start kind of as Cub Scouts, then work your way into Boy Scouts,
Yes,
right?
it's a nice progression, and it really helps. Like when me and Jamie both were Cub Scouts and progressed up through
All the
ranks
way
of
through.
Boy Scouts. So he's about to get his eagle, actually.
Oh, you
soon,
are?
so,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Well, he has it. He's just got to have the ceremony for it.
So good.
But so what we're doing is a chicken noodle dinner and a cake auction. It's something that we've been doing for about 8 years now.
Okay.
The chicken noodles are being made tomorrow by a couple of volunteers for the pack.
We have a mom here.
Yes, this is Case's mom here.
Are you going to be cooking?
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
Case's
she's
mom's cooking. All right.
So Saturday at Hope United Methodist.
Okay.
From 4 to 6 o'clock will be the chicken noodle dinner. We are actually taking deliveries for local businesses, for employees that can't make it from Wellston.
Great.
So we are also doing our cake auction at 6:30. That will be made by the parents and the Cub Scouts.
So you're going to make your own cake?
Yes.
Are you going to decorate it?
Yes.
What will it look like?
I don't know.
You haven't decided yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know yet. I don't know what to make.
we at our meeting tonight, we actually have our Cub Scout meeting tonight. We're going to be discussing designs and stuff like that with them, and give them some ideas too. So
I say you make a giraffe cake. Looks like a giraffe.
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay. He didn't say no.
sounds like a tall order.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. That was a good one. Good job. Yep.
That's the privilege of being dad. I get to tell dad jokes.
You
I
get
love
to
it.
tell punny jokes.
Love it.
So, you said you've been doing this for a few years now. This
about
chicken noodle dinner.
This is 8 years now, roughly. The last time we did it, we sold around 88 meals.
Okay. So we need to. Let's top that.
Yes, that is the goal. We are making. Hopefully, we're planning for about 100, 150.
Okay.
We're actually making for about 150. So that's the
good.
goal this year. The dinner includes mashed potatoes, green beans, chicken noodles, and a drink. So for $8.
For $8.
Yes.
And then if someone comes in but they can't stay, is that okay? They can get it
We do
for
have
carry out
to-goes.
as well?
We have
Okay.
take-ins. We have to-goes. Like I said, it's with COVID, we kind of had to reevaluate how
Yeah.
we did things, and that allows us to do the takeout more now. And it's actually been pretty successful the past couple of years.
Very good. And yeah, I mean, there are some good things that's come out of this, made us think outside the box and whatnot, right?
It has. A lot of the some scouting events kind of went online, and they found out that they can reach more people that way.
Yeah.
With the deliveries, the orders, and stuff like that, that's something we're allowed to do now, and it helps out.
That's awesome. Very good. Okay, so you talked about business delivery, but that's only in kind of like within Wellston. You obviously can't be driving all over the country,
We don't want
right?
to step on other areas' toes because there is a pack here in Jackson
Oh, okay.
as well.
Yeah.
There's also a pack in MacArthur and stuff. But feel free, if you are in Wellston, to stop on in and support us. We'll be there again from 4 to 6 o'clock serving meals.
And if you wanted to take advantage of that delivery service, orders start at 3 p.m. on Saturday, 740-710-6476.
And that is my direct line, so you'll be talking to me for that.
Call Steven.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so you get chicken and noodles, mashed potatoes, green beans,
And a drink.
and a drink for $8.
Yes.
And the chicken noodles are homemade, too.
And they are homemade.
They are
That's
homemade
right.
noodles, yes.
Absolutely. Okay, and then there will be the cake auction. Is there anything else you guys are doing that night?
No, that's...
Do you get to serve people?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes, the Cub Scouts will be helping out. They will be involved in it. Again, it's a wonderful opportunity. It starts to teach them how to do fundraising. So
good.
When they do get into Boy Scouts, they understand how the spaghetti dinner works by doing this as well. So it's a good opportunity. Plus, it gives them a chance to be creative and to show off their baking skills.
I like that. So you're going to make me a giraffe cake?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. All right. So don't get confused though, because the Boy Scout, the Boy Scout spaghetti dinner is at St. Peter and Paul Parish
Yes.
Hall. So don't get confused about this,
No,
because
no,
this
no.
is at the Wellston Hope United Methodist Church, 219 East 1st Street.
Yes.
So if you're coming from Jackson, how do you get there?
Oh, essentially, if you're coming from Jackson, you come straight through town,
Okay.
and everybody knows where the library is.
Yes.
Okay, that's on 2nd Street. So if you go just forward a little bit, there's a road on your right. That's 1st Street.
Okay.
And that's the church right there on the corner. It's right
Okay.
across from the old junior high, which is the current community action building in Wellston.
Gotcha. Okay. I can find that. That's no problem. I mean, it's Wellston.
We'll have some signs
drive
up.
around, right?
We'll have some signs up too.
Okay.
To kind of point the way.
There you go.
So
Sniff out the noodles. You'll find it.
Exactly. It should be good. These noodles are they're always really flavorful. We serve plenty.
Excellent.
That way we make sure the servings are good. Mashed potatoes are usually pretty hefty when we put them in there too.
Nice.
And then the green beans is everybody loves green beans.
Yeah, right?
So,
Who doesn't like green beans?
Well, I know a select few, but I don't trust them.
Then there's something wrong with you. Yeah. Not to be trusted if you don't like green beans.
So, but it's going to be a good time. Like I said, this affects the boys a lot. We got camp coming up in June for them.
Okay.
So this will help pay for that for them. Any other events we have going on throughout the year, which we have a couple more planned before summer starts, it's going to be a good time.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you. So obviously this is a fundraiser for the Cub Scouts. Case, what has been your favorite thing that you've done in Cub Scouts?
Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
Double car races.
The car races?
Yep. So we have a pirate derby race that we do. So they get little cars and they can decorate it. What was your car?
The Titanic, but it was so slow, so I was going to make a new one.
It was too slow, is that what you
He
said?
made a really good Titanic car.
He made a
just
really,
like it.
really inventive Titanic car. Last year it was Minecraft.
No, it was Lightning McQueen.
It was what?
Lightning
McQueen. That's it.
Okay.
He's always had some very ambitious and very inventive creations for his Pine Wood.
Might not be the fastest, but it looks really good.
Yes.
How's
Yeah.
that? So then you guys, I know, because James has talked a lot about that, making those cars like growing up and stuff and how fun that would be. He was talking about, he thinks we should do an adult version of that.
We're still bouncing that around, by the way. I brought it up to John's attention. So we're going to try to get something going for that.
We all want to play too.
Yeah, so I think that would be a good event as well. And
Sure.
again, we're trying to make that happen.
You can just see a bunch of adults, putting on their kid hat and just being like so competitive and ridiculous about it.
Some of our parents can get pretty competitive. But it's a good time for all, and it gives them a chance to learn about STEM technology, all that stuff, which is we do incorporate into scouting now.
Good.
Which is...
It's the wave of the future, man.
But you can't escape it, yes.
No, you cannot escape it. So what do you look forward to coming up this summer with Cub Scouts? What do you think? Are you going to camp?
Yeah.
Okay, what else? What's your favorite part of camp?
My party camp.
Well, like when you go to camp, what's your favorite thing to do?
Go to the park.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, so our one camp we have locally, it's out at Lake Elma. So they do a bunch of activities around the park. They do some like archery, BB sort of things. We do crafts.
Oh.
I think we go out into the lake on some of the days too. We do a bunch of different things all around the lake, like fishing, all that sort of stuff.
Awesome. Dylan, now they can find the key packet.
I have to keep looking for it.
So the Cycle Search key packet, Dylan's convinced it's in the bottom of Lake Elma. We're trying to explain to him that they would not hide the key packet at the bottom of Lake Elma, but he thinks it is.
That would be a pretty funny joke.
Wouldn't it? That would be pretty sick and twisted. You have to put on your scuba gear to find it.
Take a dive.
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
murky water.
No, Lake Elma has added a ton of like fun stuff out there. I know they have like some kayaks and they have like that little pontoon boat you can rent and all kind of great things.
Friends of Lake Elma or something like that has been doing a lot of wonderful things out there.
Yeah, the last time I was up there, I was just walking, which is amazing as well. You can walk all the way around the lake. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They had just opened that stuff, so it was really kind of neat to see. And
well, with the weather turning nice,
man,
we're going to actually be doing more stuff out there soon. We got some hikes planned over the next month and a half. We're going to teach them from fire building skills. Jamie here, his crew has to put on a skit and stuff like that. So they're going to learn how to do some campfire skits and entertainment. So it's
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Scouts teaches you everything.
I think you should have to come here and perform your skit.
I don't know if the other kids would want to. We'll see.
Well, you can be a one-man band then. How funny. No, that's awesome. And so chicken noodle dinner coming up Saturday. Look forward to it and get out. And the main thing is you're supporting these kids and helping them get to camp and do all of the things that we just talked about.
Yes, and that is the biggest thing. Again, besides the popcorn fundraiser that the Cub Scouts do, this is the only thing that we really have to help drive the rest of the funds through. Okay. So this goes 100% towards the pack.
Yeah, it's not. It's going to help the kids.
It goes straight to the kids.
Yeah. Plus, you get a really good meal.
Yes, and
so hello.
Again, chicken noodle dinner. You can't for $8 with green beans and a drink. You usually can't get a McDonald's meal for that.
No, you're going to eat anyway, so why not make it win-win? You know, something exactly. Delicious and helping the kids.
Helping a good cause, and if you have a sweet tooth, you can always join us at 6:30 for the cake auction.
And if not, you can just look at the cakes, because some of them are really cool. Case is probably going to have a really cool one, if it's a giraffe one or not. But they've had, like, some cool Minecraft cakes that are all, like, made of squares of cake. They've had a bunch of different cakes.
The kids can get really inventive.
Really? That is so awesome.
You know, it's the parents really help them achieve that goal as well. So it's good unity between everyone.
Yeah. So, Mom, are you the creative one?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You guys are putting pressure on me now.
I know, right? She's like, oh, God, I'm going to have the best cake. How funny. No, that's awesome. So get out, support the kids, and eat a great meal. Mm-hmm. And you can get it to go, too. Yes. So you were talking about Eagle Scout. I know we're here to talk about the Boy Scouts, but I think that's really, really cool to achieve. And it's not an easy fraternity to be part of. So what are some of the things that you have to do to achieve Eagle Scout?
So to get your Eagle Scout, you start off in Scouts at 11, so 5th, 6th grade, and then you have to work through the ranks. So you have to get, I can't remember, it's either 26 or 36 merit badges, 21. I think. 21. That's
14 equal.
21 merit badges, and then you have to do a project. So my project, I worked with the Bundy Preschool, and we built a shed to store their stuff, because they had a shed, but it got broken into and ruined. So we built a new shed.
What kind of creep would do that?
I don't know, but we have a nice wood shed now with the locks, so it's all safe. And then it helps them store all their stuff outside so they can use it a lot easier. And I started off in Cub Scouts as a Tiger, and then I worked my way all the way up, and I was able to get Eagle Scout, which was super exciting.
Yeah, very good. And so you've actually achieved that. You just haven't had your ceremony. So what's the ceremony? What's that entail?
It can really be different for everyone. The main thing is they have like a sort of Eagle pledge that you do, and you get your little badge, and then they have like a medal for it, sort of thing. And then it's different for everyone, but you make sure to thank everyone who helped you along the way, everyone, like all the adult leaders and other people who have helped you along your Eagle journey. That's mainly what it's for, kind of celebrating your Eagle journey and those that helped you along the way.
That makes sense, because you can't do it alone, right?
Yeah. No. The boys do about 98% of it on their own. But that 2% is the biggest support from the parents, making sure they're there where they need to be. Again, everything was completely funded that they did by them. They just went to Philmont last year. Mm-hmm. That was all paid for by their actions, by stuff they did out in the community, by collecting donations, by doing the spaghetti dinner.
Yeah.
It all reflects back. It teaches them how to save money, spend money, and
make money.
Yep, and accomplish goals.
Love that.
And with Case here, I've had watched him grow. I'm sure he's going to be right on track for Eagle himself once he gets there. Just like every one of these boys, especially Jamie stepped up so much since becoming an adult, and
nice.
He's helped out a lot with the pack. So
very good. Mm-hmm. What was your favorite merit badge to earn?
I don't know.
Ooh, I really put him on the spot, didn't I?
I guess maybe one of my favorite ones, because I really like the nature merit badges. I like learning more about the outdoors. So one of their main ones is also Eagle required was environmental science. So I got to do a lot learning about the environment and doing stuff around that. It was really cool.
Okay, awesome. And did you do that recently, or was it?
I did that probably. It was one of the first merit badges I did, probably in the first 10. I
Okay.
did because I did out at summer camp and it was really nice.
And that's awesome that you still remember that one. You know, it still meant something to you. So very cool. You're like, Psh, I've got 20 some. I can't keep track of all of them.
Well,
No.
a lot of it does, like they have citizenship in the world, the nation, and the community, and that just teaches you about your local areas, and then it broadens the horizon too. So some of it isn't just about learning a new skill or something. It's learning about how to be a better citizen or understanding others' blights and stuff like that. Because recently they just added citizenship in society, and that teaches about disability awareness and stuff like that as well. So
great.
It's a great. Scouts are expanding a lot now, and they're trying to adapt and start to teach skills that are new ones that we don't really have anymore, or like, especially with the computers and stuff like that starting to take over the way they are.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can't fight it. Don't fight it. Just go with it.
Just adapt it.
Yes, we gotta
Adapt
learn
and
all that
overcome.
stuff. Yep. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in, and we hope that you all get out and support the Cub Scouts chicken noodle dinner this coming Saturday. What's Jeremiah saying? Oh, that's
a good question.
He's saying, if you were in Scouts as a kid, is there a way to look up your merit badges?
It depends on the year.
They have a system set up where it should be in. So the way, if you were in Scouts as a kid, the best way probably would be to contact whatever council group you were in. So if you were in this Jackson County area, you would be in Simon McKinnon Council. So you would contact them and see if they have any record of it. And if not, contact whatever Packard troop you were in, and they might have some record of all the merit badges or belt loops, which the Cub Scouts earned, which are also super cool. They're little loops that could go on your belt. So you could have earned one of those. So either the council level or whatever unit you were in might have a record of it.
Very good.
A lot of the records used to be on paper, but speaking of computer,
Yeah.
a lot of it has been digitized now. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
the only reason things can get lost. The biggest thing is if you remember or have anything that says your membership ID, because that usually, that's what they file everything under. So that is
Gotcha.
like one of the biggest things that if you have one of those, that will help expedite
There you
things.
go, Jeremiah. Even an old man like you might be able to find some stuff. So cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. And
Thank you for having us. We appreciate the opportunity and the chance, and it's always a pleasure.
Well, of course, you guys can come back anytime and come see us. But before we get out of here, we make guests read our cycle search clue for the day. So which one of you guys wants to read it?
Do you want to read a case?
You want to read the cycle search clue for the day?
Oh, thanks.
No, thanks. Okay, well, one of you guys have to do it
Okay.
then. And today is what, day?
Day 39.
Day 39. Okay. Lots of public land. Only one spot holds the prize. Pull over, look and move some leaves, and see what you discover with your eyes.
It's kind of appropriate.
Leaves. Public land, leaves. Oh,
Saying
man.
it-
We're
that makes
getting
me
there.
think that it's not at the bottom of the lake if there's leaves.
That's
But maybe-
what I'm
maybe
mean,
there's some wet leaves in the lake.
there's
Who
probably
knows?
some leaves at the bottom of the lake, but you don't have to pull over to do that. So thank you for that. And we hope that you're all out and about looking for that cycle search clue or cycle search packet. And you have your chance to win 2 4-wheelers this year.
2 4-wheelers.
2 4-wheelers.
They're going big with it.
Huge, yeah. Yeah, this is quite a year for the cycle search. So
I know it's been going on quite a while now.
Yep,
So
yep.
I remember searching back when I was younger and
Way
wanted
back
to
in the
ride
day.
something, and now I'm like, I don't want to hurt myself.
I know.
I can't afford the insurance.
I know, right? Exactly. So funny. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. And come back and see us anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope to see some of you guys at the chicken noodle dinner, so you can get
See?
some dinner and get to see some cool cakes.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you,
Listen to
guys.
what they're saying. All right. Case, thank you for stopping by, too.
You're welcome.
Okay. I hope that you have a giraffe cake.
Okay.
Okay. He's like, I'm going to kill you. Ladies, shut up. All right. So do we have anything else planned for the day? No. No? Okay. All right. Well, you guys can skedaddle, and we'll make James come over and talk to me for a minute. Thank you so much. Yeah. Aw, you guys take your own chair and everything. How sweet. Thank you. Have a great day.
Enjoy the rest of your week.
You too. Oh, Dylan's going to take care of chairs and whatnot. So I have a stupid confession to make. I got a really bad sunburn yesterday because I'm stupid, and it's really bad. I don't even want to know if I can show it here. Look how bad that is.
That looks really red in the monitor.
It's so bad.
It doesn't look that bad in real life, but it looked real red in that monitor.
It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that looks okay. That does look pretty bad. It was. It was. The sun was intense last night.
It was, and we were just. I mean, literally, we sat outside for just an hour or something, and I got sober. He was like, "I remember my first time out in the sun." I'm like, "Shut up."
Well, I went over to the Jackson Miami Trace baseball game last night.
Oh yeah, what a great night for baseball.
Yeah, it was beautiful, but I was standing down there on that concrete, and I started kind of overheating because the sun was just beating down on me.
Yeah.
So I went home and drank like 5 glasses of water. It was a lot. I was like, well, I haven't had a day quite like that since wasn't really ready for it, you know.
Right, like it's funny, like in the spring when it's, if it were fall in these temperatures, we'd all be running around with coats on, but right now we're like, it's summer, woo!
Yeah, no, it felt great yesterday. Just don't stand on a concrete pad like in direct sunlight.
Don't do that.
Find some shade.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Ironmen. They won 1-0 last night.
Nice.
Scored a run in the first inning.
Oh,
and that was it.
That was it.
Pitchers duel the rest of the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
And then of course, shout out to Dan and Pete broadcasting those home games.
That's right.
On 105.3.
Yeah, and you can catch those home games again on 105.3 right here on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear it on the app as well?
You can.
Okay.
You can. They don't black out Jackson Ironman games.
Oh.
Just Cincinnati Reds.
Just Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackson Ironmen are cool.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
They don't have any exclusive contracts with Sirius FM.
You're right. Satellite radio.
Satellites. Who needs satellites?
So do you guys have anything fun planned with the weather being nice out today?
You know what I think I might do tonight?
What?
This week is the Athens Film Festival.
Oh.
So I think I might drive up to Athens tonight and enjoy some of the film festival.
Oh, how do you do that?
Well, you go to the Athena Cinema and buy a ticket.
And then they show what?
Well, it's a film festival. So Pete, did you need something? Pete Wilson just.
We have time.
Yeah, come on over. Yeah, it's just there's a schedule all day. It's just like going to any movie. Here, Pete Wilson's got a big announcement. Let me get out of the way.
Okay, well, this is kind of an announcement that I just got from some friends of a well-known family here in Jackson County. It is the Pete Pittman family, Pete Pittman and Jennifer Ousley Pittman. A lot of people know Jennifer Ousley Pittman, former Wellston School Board member, also an administrative assistant there at the Jackson County Veterans Office. Well, her husband, Pete Pittman, has been, I'm not sure all the particulars, but has some medical issues that are pretty serious.
Okay.
And she and he have a lot of friends. And through the Saints Peter and Paul Catholic Church in Wellston, they have announced, and this is at short notice, and they're asking us to do whatever we can here at Total Media to get the word out. The Saints Peter and Paul Church will be open this evening from 8 p.m. or starting at 8 now. It's open now until 8 p.m.
Okay.
So this is going on right now until 8 p.m. And the church is being opened, and they are asking people to come and pray and sign a message book in support of Pete Pittman and Jennifer and what they are both going through right now, which I know it's in the category of a medical emergency. And, you know, they believe in the church and they believe in prayer, and their friends and their church friends, of course, do as well. And they're doing everything they want to support them. And it's not church people, but people who know them.
Yeah, anybody
or know of them, right. And so they're just asking us to spread the word. So that is at the Saints Peter and Paul Catholic Church in Wellston. That's on New York Avenue right there by the parish hall.
Yes.
Church is open now, and they are asking people to come in and pray for Pete and for Jennifer and the family for what they're going through right now. They believe in the power of prayer, and they're asking people to help.
You know, and that's one of the great things about living in a small community is people pulling together like that. And so please get out and support them.
Right. And, you know, once again, they would appreciate all the help and the prayers. And a lot of times knowing that people care enough to do something like that, to come out, send a message, pray in the church, send a message on social media or whatever.
Sure.
It means so much.
Yes, it does.
Towards healing and comfort.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, Pete. Well, thank you. All right, so get out and visit the church today and do some praying and sign the books and all of that, and I know that they would appreciate it. All right, well, it is 10 o'clock, and we will get out of here for the day. So, Dylan, thank you for pushing the buttons.
Thanks.
Hey, Dylan, who are you taking to prom? What? Oh, I can't hear you.
Have a good day, Jennifer.
All right. I guess he's not going to tell, so we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, TheTelegramNews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Subscribe today at TheTelegramNews.com.
Check it out.